By far, the most talked about moment of the 94th Annual Academy Awards was when the Best Actor winner, Will Smith, took offense to a joke by presenter Chris Rock and slapped him on stage. Reactions online, of course, range from delighted memes to very serious concerns. Some supported Smith, including the actor's 23-year-old son, Jaden Smith, who wrote on Twitter minutes after the ceremony. But since the unfortunate incident occurred, Hollywood has seemingly turned its back on one of its favorite sons, contrary to how the same industry has treated Amber Heard despite being found guilty of maliciously defaming Johnny Depp. Smith is said to have noticed the partial treatment the two are accorded, and he's not happy about it. So why and who is protecting Amber in Hollywood? Let's find out. At a time when movie stars aren't what they used to be, Will Smith remains incredibly productive and proactive in his endeavors, showcasing a desire to branch off into new and exciting endeavors while also returning to previous hits and established franchises. The actor and producer is the man behind films like Independence Day, Men in Black, I Am Legend, Hitch, I, Robot, Bad Boys, Suicide Squad, and recently Aladdin, all of which have become enormous box office successes. But the reception he's getting at the moment is underwhelming. For one, Apple has a Will Smith problem. Smith is the star of Emancipation, a film set during the Civil War era that Apple envisioned as a surefire Oscar contender when it wrapped filming earlier this year. But that was before the former rapper strode onto the stage at the Academy Awards in March and slapped comedian Chris Rock, who had made a joke about Smith's wife Jada Pinkett. Smith, who also won the Best Actor that night, has since surrendered his membership in the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and has been banned from attending any Academy-related events, including the Oscar telecast for the next decade. At the same time, Amber Heard, who has consistently and continuously trash-talked her ex-husband Johnny Depp and was even found guilty in the full glare of the whole world, is still very much part and parcel of Hollywood. No one seems to castigate her. She's eligible for awards, she is still a brand ambassador with some big entities, and she has movies set for launch in the coming months. Apple finds itself left with a $120 million unreleased award-style movie featuring a star no longer welcome at the biggest award show of them all, and a big question: can the film, even if it succeeds artistically, overcome the baggage that now accompanies Smith because of the partial treatment? The sensitivity of the situation is apparent. According to 3 people involved with the film who spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss the company's planning, there have been discussions inside Apple to release Emancipation by the end of the year, which would make it eligible for awards consideration. In May, however, it was reported that the film's release would be pushed into 2023. According to the tech giants, audiences could be turned off by Smith's presence, perhaps taking some gloss off the well-polished Apple brand. Or they could respond positively to the film, prompting an Oscar campaign, which could then upset members of the Academy. And the question of how to publicize Emancipation would bring scrutiny to a film marketing unit that has already drawn grumbles of dissatisfaction in Hollywood for skimpy ad spends and disjointed communication, and parted ways with its head of video marketing in September. Reportedly, some in the film industry believe that releasing Emancipation, along with other Oscar contenders this year, will only anger Academy voters who are embarrassed by Smith's actions. Yet no one is angered by what Amber did, things that a competent jury has also confirmed. And it's not only Amber who's being treated differently compared to Smith. Ezra Miller, too, is being favored. It is common knowledge now that Warner Brothers is going forward with releasing its $200 million film, The Flash, despite all the controversies surrounding its leading star, Ezra Miller. Not only are the DC fans having a hard time gulping down the fact that the film will still see the light of day with Miller playing DC's fastest man alive, but also many can't help but call out that the actor barely got a slap on their wrist for their controversial actions, which is nothing compared to how Hollywood reacted to Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars. While Smith's inability to rein in his temper for 20 seconds got him banned from the Academy for the next 10 years, Miller has been seemingly forgiven for their string of badly judged decisions. From facing charges of drug possession, facing restraining orders for blatantly assaulting people, to grooming minors, Miller has been the center of many controversies for a very long time. Needless to say, they have been bringing some very negative attention to the film and are partly responsible for all the bleak predictions of the DCEU's future. And yet, it seems like it is all already in the past after Miller met up with Warner Brothers. Will Smith, on the other hand, is just beginning his suspension. He has all the right to get angry. Remember, this information is based on theories and opinions, therefore shouldn't be considered facts. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye!